Hello and welcome back to our Four Teens podcast. We are four teenagers. We are 14 years old, and this is a podcast for teens. Today's topic is social media. I'm Lauren.
I'm Isabella.
I'm Gloria.
I'm Haley.
Great. Okay.
We are the four teens.
Yeah. Okay. So as Lauren said earlier, our topic for today is social media. We all kind of have different experiences with social media, and since social media is a very prominent experience, it's a very prominent thing in teen culture, I guess. We thought we would touch on it. So I guess our first question is what do you guys think is the most appropriate age for social media?
I think it really depends on the kid, because if you get in trouble a lot, you're known for being a bad kid, then you should probably wait. This is gonna sound really mean, but you don't deserve it. Good behavior should be rewarded and bad behavior should not. So if you're a completely innocent child, I think 10, 11 and up, which I know could be controversial, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think that okay, I got Instagram when I think it was 11, but I was allowed Pinterest and stuff when I was 9 or 10. So I just think it depends on the responsibility. Parents and I guess guardians should just kind of know their kid. And if your kid obviously is getting suspended every other week from school, maybe don't let that be a thing, because social media is a privilege. So I think 10 and up is good.
I believe that everyone should have different standards. Before your kids get social media or something, you should have them understand what it is and what you're supposed to use it for and what you're not supposed to use it for, and the right way to manage what your kids are seeing, because you can't control what your kids are seeing, but once they see it, you can explain to them that this is a bad thing or this is a good thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Your cats, Isabella. Okay, so mine, I really don't have a lot of social media. I probably wouldn't have, every platform if it was my choice, but I think I'd have a little more than I do if it was my choice. So proper age, I would say maybe junior high when you enter that school. Just, I don't know, as another transition period. So for that was 12, 13?
Yeah.
I got social media in 5th grade.
Yeah, I got social media in 5th grade too. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't really know because I don't have much.
I'm a good person. Despite my social media habits.
Yeah, well, then it's also one of those things where it's okay, if you have a smart kid, you're going to know that if a creepy stalker is messaging them, they're not going to reply back,
Guys, I have a sugar daddy.
Someone messaged Haley and they were I'll give you $3,500 for 3 days to be my sugar baby. Everyone's oh, you're going to get messages from creepy men. Most children are smart enough when, no, not talking about Haley. When an 80-year-old man messages you with 0 followers and 27 following, you're not just going to be yeah, I'll meet you in the park. I think most kids are smart enough to not go, meet up with someone.
Yeah, and I mean,
Guys, my sugar daddy blocked me.
What? He messaged you.
He blocked me.
What do you?
Oh my god. Okay, but here's the other thing, right? There are private accounts. So if you have a private account, you have to accept everyone that follows you. And if you don't have a private account, if someone sketchy follows you, block them. It's not
that hard.
It is
It's not that hard to have self-respect for yourself and just, figure out if this dude wants me or if he wants to talk. Because either way, don't talk to him. It doesn't matter in your life.
Dear Instagram, I don't think you're listening, but can we remove the unsend feature?
No, I love that feature.
No,
That feature would
listen.
come in handy so much last night on text message. You have no idea how much that feature would come in handy.
A guy messaged me and he said, "Will you send the dirty photos?" And he knew I read it, and so he unsent it. So I couldn't even like report or screenshot it because there's no proof that he said it, you know? So like it's good for when you send a typo, but it's bad for like the nasty men. Sorry, I'm just targeting men or women, gender equality.
Also, like, okay, with Snapchat, okay, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like Snapchat. Snapchat's annoying. But I have it.
Streaks only.
Streaks only, and then, like, my, like, close friends, right? So, but it's also one of those things where it's like, even on Snapchat, if someone adds me and I don't know them, I can just block them. Like, it's not that difficult. Then I mean, of course, you're gonna have people that, like, misuse their, you know, privilege, and they, you know, add anyone who adds them, or they add random people. Like, I knew this one girl that literally had people added from, like, all over the world, and one of them was, like, her number one best friend, and I was like, ma'am, what's happening? They're all staring very intently down at their phones right now.
Social media has taken over.
This is a good way to transition into how much social media do we have, or like how much we use it.
Yes, our experiences with social media.
So let me just take a look at the old iPhone.
Look at my screen time, because
I have
Guys, my screen
Snapchat,
time is 12
Pinterest,
hours.
TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Let's take a note. Twitter was only for we the people, and Facebook is only for my business. So I don't really go on those.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you plug your business? Plug your business.
At the Bumblebee Factory on Etsy and on Instagram, all one word. Thank you.
Yeah, I have a necklace from there, and it's like my favorite necklace on the planet.
Haley's gonna cut it out.
No, I'm not. Only cut out the stupid stuff, like the sugar daddy thing.
Oh yeah, that's probably good.
There's like a lot of apps where they have like the chat feature on them, so I don't know if that counts as social media. Because like if you want to count, you can follow people on Apple Music and chat with them. Like that's not social media. That's just music. So I don't know if that counts.
No, that doesn't count. I wouldn't count that. So according to my screen time, my social networking screen time is 2 hours and 43 minutes, but that they're not counting TikTok in that. I spend over 6 hours on TikTok a day, according to my phone.
Fun.
I thought it would be more, so I'm actually kind of proud of that. But like my social media includes Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook. I literally got it so that I could join this like babysitting app, but then I didn't end up doing that, so I just kind of kept it. Sometimes I like stalk adults on it. It's kind of funny, low-key. And Twitter was for me the people, and Snapchat and Instagram and TikTok are like my 3 main. But I don't like, I post on TikTok, but I don't post like frequently, so
my like top used screen time things are all social media besides Safari and text messaging.
Yeah, I mean, are we counting YouTube and Pinterest as social media?
Pinterest counts, YouTube doesn't. Okay. It's equal to watching the TV, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah, like especially if you don't comment or anything.
I mean, I've posted a comment, but I never like have full-on conversations with comments. Girl, what you up to today?
Yeah.
I don't spend a lot of different times, like, I don't spend like 6 hours on this app, 6 hours on this app. I evenly disperse my time. So I spend 2 hours on Snapchat, 2 hours on Instagram, 2 hours on messages, 2 hours on TikTok. They're all 2 hours. I swear. I swear.
I spent 16 minutes on Zillow.
Zillow!
No, I spent 20
we're not talking about we're not talking about the walkie-talkie app?
No, we were talking about the real estate app.
Oh, did you download the walkie-talkie app yet?
I think I did, but I didn't log in because I really didn't want to make a password.
Do
I
it
spend 3 hours and 49 minutes on TikTok. My way.
my way, or you're gonna.
Okay, what is the next bullet point?
Oh,
Wait,
this is
wait,
the
Haley,
realistic one.
Haley, did you go? I forget.
About what?
Like which platforms you have.
Oh, that wouldn't make sense if I said that now. So I'll just restart, and I'm gonna cut out a bunch of stuff that I said before. I have Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like probably anything else you can imagine. Just not Facebook because I'm not 70 yet.
Okay,
You ready
wait.
for this?
I went
My
to my
grandma's
last
calling
week's
me.
screen time. I went to my last week's screen time. It was 11 hours and 56 minutes a day. And guess how much TikTok was at the top. Guess how many hours
5.
for the entire week?
Oh, for the week? Oh, I thought that was per day.
Mm-mm.
7.
28 hours and 47 minutes for the entire week.
I spent a full
No.
day. I spent a full day on Instagram last week with my screen time being
I'm confused.
12
How
hours and 39 minutes a
technology?
day. Oh, my total screen time, including pickups, like when I pick up my phone and stuff, is 88 hours. So
My
I spent
way.
88 hours on my phone.
Lauren is so
Guys,
pure.
I spent 5 hours
Pinterest.
on Google.
Yeah. Okay, guys, you ready for this abundance of social media? I have Pinterest and Twitter, which was literally, I had to fight so hard to get that. It was for we the people. Like, I'm sorry. Anyway.
I spent 5 hours on Google. What was I doing?
Timothy Chalamet. Shirtless photo. Timothy Chalamet.
No, I
No,
find those on like Pinterest. I don't need Google for those.
I am on
Pinterest.
Pinterest so much.
I blame the We the People group chat for the reason why I picked up my phone. Oh, I got 279 messages last week from like notifications. So I blame
You only got 279? I have 144 messages right now. I had 420 yesterday. I took a screenshot.
Haley's popular. Oh my god. Oh, a bird flew by my window.
There was a bird outside my window and my cats were very intrigued.
Okay, next bullet point. This is gonna be a 4-minute.
Would you guys say that you've had a positive experience with social media or a negative experience? Or if you don't have a lot of social media, would you say that it has impacted your friends positively or negatively?
I've had a positive experience. A lot of memes.
Yeah.
A lot of quality. You know how many like tips I've gotten from like TikTok? Like everyone like acts like it's like this horrible thing, and then I'm scrolling through and they're like discount code, and I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, it's just sort of one of those things where it's like, of course I've had like negative experiences because, you know, people give unrealistic, you know, body image issues, and like that's a whole nother thing. But like for the most part, my experience with like my friends and like my entertainment experiences have been just fine. I found a theater community on TikTok. They are once again all sucked in on their phones, and I'm convinced they're talking about me.
What?
Yeah, I just think that like if you use the government algorithms correctly, you get what you want.
What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying.
If you were listening, you would know. No, I was saying that like based on how you treat the app, then you're going to show, then like you're gonna have a positive or negative experience based on that. Like I've had a really positive experience with most social media because I follow things that I genuinely enjoy, and I don't just follow things because a bunch of other people are following them.
Yeah.
On TikTok, like the cults and everything, I don't like that. That's like weird. I don't get why everyone's making a cult, and I just don't get it. Like the step chicken cult, I just don't get it. And then so many other people,
They're gonna attack you.
so many other people are making like cults on TikTok, and I don't get it. I don't.
Cults? Cults are so freaking funny. They're hilarious.
Wait,
But
Lauren,
I promised myself.
Do you think not having social media has had like a negative impact?
Well, I mean, I think like 5th and 6th grade, I didn't need it, definitely. I was fine without it. It's definitely can lead to like a little bit of FOMO, but I mean, I've chosen friends who, won't leave me out of stuff just because I'm not on social media.
Mm-hmm.
But it probably leaves me with more time to do other stuff. Most of that I then just spend texting, but, I wouldn't know because I don't know how it would be different if I did have social media because I don't have anything to compare it to. But I love Pinterest. So if that's any,
Pinterest.
Also think about I think that social media definitely can be negative if we look at it from the perspective of I followed a lot of news and politics things, and then whenever all the coronavirus stuff happened at the beginning, that was definitely anxiety filled for me. But then you just gotta unfollow them. Don't be afraid to unfollow people. It's really okay.
Mhm. I have friends who don't have Instagram and they always look over their friends shoulder because they want to see what's happening, and then their friends get mad at them, and I feel bad because they want to see they can look at Instagram, they're just not allowed to have the app, so their friends get fed up with them, and I'm it's okay, just let them look at your phone. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's our next bullet point? Or did we finish that one? I'm not
We are
sure.
blowing through these.
We really are.
We can always get more topics if we run out.
Yeah, okay. Well, here's my thing. I just kind of thought of this. Basically, okay, would you say that social media for girls is different than social media for guys?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel everything is always different for girls and guys. Nothing's ever going to be the same for them. Social media is that thing. Also, one of those things. But
okay, in what ways would you say that? In what ways would you say that social media is different for girls and guys?
I think it's different for every single individual person though, because it's made to follow what you like and what you want to see, and you make the choices to see those things. Because the algorithms are, once you like something like that, they start giving you more stuff. If I like a bunch of stuff about Timothy Chalamet, if I go into my Explore page right now, there's a bunch of Timothy Chalamet on it. So that's why it's like that, and that's why it's, for me, it looks like that. But if you have it, yours won't look like that because you don't like that stuff and you don't click on it, and that's why it's different for me, you, and everyone else, because it's preference around our lives and what we want to see.
I think when it comes Instagram, the guys I know, they're not to stereotype, they don't use social media. They just have an Instagram to say they have an Instagram. And I could go on it, I'm there's 0 photos. Obviously you do you. If you don't want to post photos, that's fine. But girls have filled out things. They're following all these people. They care a lot about followers. And guys are just I just wanted to my bro's photo.
Well, yeah.
Again, every guy and girl is different, but the middle school 14-year-old boys that I know kind of don't care when it comes.
It's sort of I have it because I didn't want to not have it. I feel guys are also way more into Snapchat than they are Instagram, which I get. Snapchat's easier.
Else it's easier to pick up girls, to be honest.
Yeah. But also PSA, if you're a 14-year-old boy and you're cute, please don't let your only picture be a picture of you holding a fish.
Yes, I need angles of your face. Do a side, we need all the angles. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if you're cute or not.
I think also, not that they don't, but I feel you wouldn't see as many pictures of, guys at the beach. They don't.
Oh.
I guess they don't compare them quite as much. Nope, just kidding. Gloria's shaking her head.
A lot of beach photos.
We got a lot of beach photos.
Not okay.
Never mind.
No, you're right, Lauren. I was just being.
I just think that people should just post what they want, but then also if you're a cute middle school boy, don't let your only photo be of you holding a fish.
Put your age in your TikTok bio because sometimes I'm confused.
Holy.
I can't tell if you're
Not to this
34 or
upstairs.
14.
That's true. Oh my god, I found this TikTok boy that was like, he's 17, and I was like, he's only 3 years older than me. That's not that bad.
It's weird when you're this age, but when you're 20, it's normal.
Yeah. Like a 20 and a 23-year-old.
That is normal. Or like a 40-year-old and a 43-year-old. That is like all of our parents.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't even say it.
Love you.
Don't even do it.
Okay. What do you think are a lot of like misconceptions about social media?
I'm gonna get hate
That
for this.
everyone is a bad person.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you know what? Here, I'm gonna say it. The stranger danger program does not work.
I don't know what it is.
Because no, not every stranger is bad. People teach that every stranger is bad. Don't talk to strangers. Don't do that. They should be teaching to be aware of yourself, but strangers aren't only the bad people in the world. Have you your family, your weird uncle? Yeah. See, they need to teach that threatening can come from inside the family and not just from people standing behind a tree looking at you. Because
Yeah.
sure,
Oh,
people are going to stand behind a tree and look at you, but at the same time, you could be so close to someone who is inevitably going to hurt you and you won't know the signs because you only expect it to be a stranger.
Well, and it's also one of those things where it's very confusing because it's like, okay, well, don't talk to strangers, but if you're lost in a store, make sure you talk to a stranger to find your parents. Like,
Yeah.
it's confusing as a young tot, but I mean, like, obviously,
Don't get lost in the store.
okay,
I do that to this day. I never can find my mother when I'm in the
Oh yeah,
store.
she's like, go to this aisle, get the applesauce. I'll go over here. And I'm like,
Where'd
I
you go?
call her. And I'm like,
I'm in
where?
every aisle, and she
and I call her, and I'm like, where are you? You are not in the chip aisle. And then she's like, oh, I'm by the produce. And I'm like,
Oh, how'd you get over there? Okay, this is.
and then she blames me for getting lost. I was like, well, you moved.
I think like the body image thing is like kind of like preventable because if you follow 47 influencers in bikinis and they're all over your page and then you're like, social media is horrible. I'm like, well, that's kind of like you follow them. It's kind of your fault, you know? And like, if you're like, well, my friends are so skinny and they're in bikinis. I'm like, number one, you see them at school.
mm-hmm.
I know Photoshop, FaceTime, and all that, but like, number one, you know what they look like in real life. You were aware of their looks before you follow them. You can unfollow them. And if you say it's for my mental health because I'm feeling self-conscious, I don't think they're going to get mad at you. If they do, they're not good friends.
Yeah, well, then it's also like my For You page, not my
Explore page
on Instagram is literally filled, I think it's filled with Grey's Anatomy, musical theater, and like baking recipes. So if you click and like the right things, you're gonna get like
mine is baking and Lisa versus Lena, which is just like gives you
like,
two sides. You choose
if
to
you
be
can
like
dream it, you can do it.
they're like, yeah, at some point follow a bunch of memes if you don't want to get self-conscious.
yeah.
I feel like there's a big misconception, not anything here, is that it's only that select bodies that people want and see, but like usually if you see someone, you'll look at them and you'll look at them, you'll really look at them and you'll be like, I want this part of them. Even if it's someone you don't like at all, someone you don't find attractive, you'll look at them and you'll be like, I wish I could have this part of them, and then they could have this part, and then I could have that part, and then this and this and this and this. And it's not just those Instagram models, and it's not just those skinny friends, and it's not just any of it. It's everyone you see that you think is better than you, and you think is more attractive than you, and think is everything more than you. It's anyone. It's not. It could be like an alien, and they'll be like, this is this. And this is what this is what I want, and this is what I can't have because they have it. And it's like keeps stacking and stacking, and at that point, if you're at that stage, it's gonna be hard to get off of your social media. I had a friend and my friend and I, we deleted TikTok for a couple months because we deleted our accounts and stuff because we got so fed up into like liking the videos with like certain girls and what they look like and all that, that like it was really weighing us down every day, so we deleted our accounts and stuff, and then we made new ones, and we tried to make sure that we don't go down that path again. But it's so easy when you just see all these different people coming up that are more attractive than you, better than you, and it's so easy, even if it's not a model or someone who is perceived to be more attractive, it's so easy to put yourself there to try to have everything that they have and nothing you have.
Yeah. Well, like, since you've seen TikTok, I think it's also, like, a lot of people view TikTok as something that's, like, very innocent and it's, like, made for kids. But, like, there's some really weird things on TikTok, but it's also fun. Like, for every one video that's, like, weird, there's also, like, there's 50 videos that are fun and, like, entertaining, you know? Like, Perez Hilton, his videos, creepy. All of his videos are creepy. Do you know who I'm talking about? Perez Hilton?
Yeah.
See that like kind of old guy that everyone keeps making accounts that are like against him and they react to every single one of his videos?
Yeah. Okay, but like, can we talk about like the unnecessary hate for Charli D'Amelio? Like, she's just vibing. And I don't know why so many people hate her, but I'm also am a firm believer that Dixie's better than Charli. Like, I think that I love Dixie.
I'm a JoJo Siwa stan. I don't care.
Oh yeah, no, JoJo Siwa is superior to all.
I don't actually like wear her clothes or anything like that, but everyone hates on her. And honestly, she's rich. She's being smart because children just like sparkles and glitter, and so does she. And she never hates on anyone. She doesn't curse. She's very family friendly. She's a nice person. And they know she's so famous that they hate on her, they'll become famous. So get your own thing.
Yeah, like,
Rant over.
Just let JoJo Siwa do her thing. I followed JoJo Siwa for a long time.
I'm definitely keeping that in.
I wish you guys could have seen that. That was highly entertaining to watch.
Oh yeah, you can't see
it. Just busted out some dance moves. I can imagine that with the big bow in your hair.
I don't have a bow. I'm just gonna go get one.
I have so many in my closet from cheer. I have like an entire, what's it called, hook that just has bows and bows and bows. There's probably like 10 on there.
I'll get you a JoJo Siwa. Your competition.
I have a little sister. I have enough sparkles and pink.
Yeah, no, just like be nice to people on social media. They're just vibing, having fun.
Yeah, you can't get like mad at someone for being famous.
Yeah, like it worked for them. Like, are you just mad because you were doing?
Not my fault. You're talentless.
People are just mad that like Charli is doing the same thing as everyone else, and she got famous for it. Like,
she's gorgeous, but she gets famous because everyone keeps talking about her.
Yeah.
Not you. I mean, like when you make the hate video and you're like at Charli D'Amelio, the people who don't know her are gonna click on her, watch her videos, like them, and then follow her. So you're really just a never-ending cycle.
Content isn't necessarily like my like favorite content because I don't like dance videos because I can't dance. So then like
lies. Anyway,
Gloria has seen me. It is like seen me in fire. It is not.
There definitely
she does musical theater. She can at least. She can dance.
Okay, well, anyway, like I prefer like people kicking in their bathroom door and yelling in their mirrors. I like that side of TikTok. It's my favorite videos.
So what do you think, here's a good question, maybe you can convince my mother on this. What do you think is the first social media, other than
Pinterest,
that you should get to like?
Instagram.
That's the one I'm trying.
Since Snapchat goes away air quotes, after 24 hours, people get loose. And like, I literally send double chin pictures. You can ask all my friends. But like, on Instagram, it's kind of just like, I look cute, they look cute, we look cute, everybody looks cute. It's not like, usually not risque, except for, again, the creepy people in your DMs, which you should know how to handle as a respectful preteen.
I've been on Instagram for almost 5 years, and most of them, I think I've only gotten 2 or 3 creepy people in my DMs. Yeah.
Oh God, I attract all the dads. All of them.
He attracts all the
dads. I don't know why. I swear I've had over 7 dads contact me. One of them even drew my this is not helping. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
This is not.
great work, guys.
But that's showing like how you can handle it because you don't have to like just like
I'm
ready to
still
go.
here, baby, and I've had all those dads want to get with me, but I'm still here.
Also, without
Yeah.
giving them your like phone number or anything like that, the only thing they can do is view and like your profile if you accept them as a private account. They can't like hurt you through the screen.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I just think join at your own risk. Know the risk of social media, but also there's not that many, so just like vibe. And if you're really that worried with like the government like listening to you and then giving you ads, get over it. Like it's gonna give you ads.
You're getting ads tailored to what you want. I don't know why
Yeah.
you're crap.
Yeah, I'm getting ads but based on a makeup account that I looked at last night, and I'm getting a bunch of ads for it, which like is fine. Like,
You're gonna get ads regardless. You might as well get something you actually like and not like something.
I'd rather get ads for like makeup and candy than, I don't know, like tennis shoes. Like, I don't even like shoes. Why do I want ads for tennis shoes?
Free puppies.
I do get ads for golden doodles, which has made me really want a golden doodle or a golden
I want
retriever.
a dog. So bad.
And my parents
Grammar. Sorry, Miss
are
Sedaris.
not budging.
Why do you all have cute cats? Can I have
This is my rat.
It's it is a beautiful black kitten, not a rat.
This is my bear. She's a bear. Got attacked by my dog.
We're gonna have to
Turtle,
back
aka my
what-
dog.
which animals are which because obviously can't tell the difference here. Do you guys remember those at the library?
As far as our three
the duck set?
I have a bear.
I miss those days.
No one can see this, but Isabella's cat is right in the camera, just looking around like a whole human, and it's the funniest thing. It's like, what's up, y'all?
This is Zoe.
My cat is playing with her ringing toy, so there's some bells.
Okay, well, I honestly think that about covers it on social media.
We could go more in depth, but I feel like
She was kind of short, but you know, only our parents are listening, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, social media is social media. Join at your own risk. I think that it's had pretty positive experiences on all of us, and if it has been negative, it's been pretty minimal, and we know how to deal with that. So,
advice.
I
Want to do that?
toodles.
We got to do our piece of advice.
Oh, we have to do a piece of advice. Okay.
Shoot, hold on.
Oh. Okay, Lauren, do you want to start with your piece of advice? Is this like piece of advice in general or social media related?
Well, I don't know. Don't know what advice I'd be able to give on social media.
Just
I know. I'll give it for the people who don't have like a lot. That'll be so. Well, now I gotta think of it. Like, what's my advice? Text is your friend, because honestly, you can have, I feel like, just as meaningful conversations. It's just different. Like, different isn't always bad.
Mhm.
So, text is your friend. It also makes sure that you know the people well before you are interacting with them, because you have to get their phone number or whatever. Other than that, pick a good friend. Pick good friends. Multiple friends. Sorry. Our English is not good. We have not been in school for a very long time. So.
Don't post on your story. Like, literally no one hit me up right now. I just can't. That's
Okay,
just
wait, here's the thing. If you post on your story being like, I'm just really sad right now, what do you want to come from that?
that is like a send to 2-3 people text.
Yeah. That's like text your best friend and be like, hey, this happened. I'm kind of sad about it. Like, just stop.
There we go. Problem solved.
Haley, what's your advice? You probably have something very insightful, don't you?
And profound.
Just like, don't worry about it. That's one thing. Don't worry about something stupid, because you know what? People aren't always going to be like respectful of the way you feel or respectful of the way you want things to go. And sometimes you'll notice that, and just don't worry about it, because your life you make those decisions on if you want to associate with those people, if you don't want to associate with those people, and only do what you feel comfortable doing and what you want to do. Because if you keep trying to involve yourself with people who you don't think you'll make it with or anything, just don't. Just stop, because take a second and look at everything that's happened in your life and everything that's got you to where you are. And if people aren't in that story, in that memory, then they're not worth spending all your time with.
Yeah, that was really good. Kind of hard to follow up that. But like
You know,
my advice would just sort of to be like, it's not that deep. Just have fun and like move on. Like if something, this is like for social media or just like in general, like if something happens, just move on. Like it's not that deep. I've just kind of come like recently to the state of like, I don't really care what happens because nothing I'm doing is going to harm anyone. Like as long as you're not hurting anyone in the process of having fun and like social media and everything, then like you're fine. Just be a good person. That was really bad, but like you get the gist.
It was kind of just a casual thought spilling day. It's a rainy Monday. We don't really, I don't know. We're also really tired.
I'm so tired. I went to bed at 3 and
Lori
woke
and I are over here like,
Hey, can you guys tell me what my TikTok username is really fast? I forgot, and I'm filling out one of those Google forms. So I find it so funny that they made Bella Thorne sing a song with spelling.
saying that, but dyslexic people can say letters.
I understand that, but it's kind of funny. I mean, they could say letters, but like have her sing all about, I don't know. I'm Stella Born.
Okay, we should say bye and then like and
Wait,
yeah, you don't need to hear us
this is
rant
our
about this.
episode on social media. It was short. It was kind of just like
short and sweet.
it's short and sweet. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Be good
Bye.
humans.
Why do I wave?